Today we're going to draw a Spinosaurus from Camp Cretaceous. Now let's get started. First we're going to start with the head. So we're going to make the head kind of small. So we're going to draw a line down and a curve and another line down. That's going to be the mouth. And then we're going to take it up and down, and then we're going to take that line over and bring it up once, but then bring it back down, and then bring it up again, and that's where we'll stop. And then we're gonna make the teeth, so just a bunch of zigzags. But we're gonna stop here, and then we're gonna make this curve, and we're gonna make more teeth down at the bottom. And then for the tongue, we're just gonna make a wiggly line up and a wiggly line down. So kind of like that. And then we're just gonna pull this up and down and around. And that's the head besides the eyes and the nose. So first we're just gonna draw the nose hole, aka nostril. And then we're going to draw the eye. So we're just gonna draw 2 circles, then erase the middle. I didn't do that, but you can do that. And then we're gonna bring it up, but make it wider in the middle, so that way it looks like it's looking forwards. Okay? And then we're gonna draw a light line right there. And then for the neck, we're going to bring it down, and bring it down on the other side, and draw that squiggle line again. And we're gonna start with the arm. So we're gonna pull it in, and then we're gonna bring it down and under. We're gonna make those wrinkles. And we're gonna make this curve for the big claw, kind of like we did with the baryonyx. Then we're gonna bring it down and make the other 2 claws, so its hand kind of looks like a raptor foot, but it's not. And then we're gonna do the other arm, which is basically the same thing. You just do that, and then you make the claw. Then you make 2 more. Oopsie. Those 2 are stuck together. Don't want that. Then you're just gonna, if you made that the same mistake as me, you might want to erase that, because that's going to look real bad. And then that will be the front of your Spinosaurus. Now we're going to make a little bit of a ridge right there. Then we're going to make the spikes. Kind of the same thing the baryonyx had, except for they're going to be going all the way down its back. Next we're going to make the sail, so we're going to come up and make 1 hump. And then we're going to come up again and make another hump. We're going to keep doing that until we've made about 5 humps. Then we're going to take it across 4 humps and then start going down. And then there's your sail, and then you're going to take this squiggly line and put it up here. And then you're going to take a very faint line and draw it right underneath where each of your 2 humps meet. And this is because the sail of the Spinosaurus was made by these spine bones that came up off its back, which means this is going to have a little bit of a line right there. And then you're going to bring it in for the belly, but then out again, and then in again. It's kind of weird, so we're going to kind of even that out a little, so we're going to make it a little dent, like less deep. And then we're going to draw the tail. The tail is big and long, so we're going to do this, like an S shape. You start off very skinny and slowly get wider. And by the end, it should be about as wide as your thumb is long. Then you're going to bring it down deep and pull it up. Then you're going to pull this squiggly line again back up here. And you're going to stop right about there. And then you're going to continue with your spikes. So you're just going to keep making a spike on every spine. And if you want, you can make them face forwards, backwards. It depends on what you want it to look like. If you want to make it look crazy, put them forwards. If you want to make it look normal, put them backwards. Your choice. So we finished the spikes, and now we're going to do the leg. So on the leg, we're going to just do that for the top part. Then we're going to bring it in and pull that leg part out. And then we pull the dew claw out and make it kind of sharp. And then fill in that spot. And then we make the toe claw. And since Spinosaurus is a water-dwelling creature, we want to have a little bit of space between our toes so that way we can draw the webbing. I know you're like, what? Why does the Spinosaurus have webbing? Well, because it swims. Just because it swims doesn't mean it just needs a shark fin on its back, basically. It means it also needs webbed toes, otherwise it wouldn't be able to push itself through the water. Even this one had a little bit of webbing. And then we're going to draw that wavy line again. And then we're going to draw another like blobby shape on the spine a little. And we're going to draw some wavy lines on the arms. And then we're going to draw the other leg. The other leg is basically the same, except for it's going to be a little smaller. And the dew claw is going to be even smaller because it's going to be on the opposite side of the foot. So it's going to be a little darker and smaller. Sorry if you couldn't see that. So I'm just going to demonstrate what I just did on the other leg so you can see it. So I just kind of made like the Giganotosaurus foot, but I spaced out the toes because we have webbing. And I added a little claw in the back, and I added a little bit of webbing between that. And then I made sure I had 4 toes on each foot, because otherwise it wouldn't have its back claw. And I know this looks a little chubby, so I'm going to erase that part, but I know some of you couldn't see that last steps, but I'm sorry for that. And I'm just going to add a couple more wrinkles over here because its tail is kind of bent and its tail, the bottom of its tail skin is kind of floppy. And if you didn't see much of it, so here it is. Now I'm going to color it. So you're going to want to probably grab a yellow, whichever one of these yellows you would like the best. If you want a light yellow, pick a light one. I'm just going to go with this greenish yellow for now. And so I'm going to color in right above his head, yellow, and then across this spine thing. So all this blobby shapes that I made are going to be yellow. So, even this one in the middle of his sail is going to be yellow. And then you're going to color it. But over here, I would recommend getting a little darker because it's underneath him. but then making it lighter as you get up here again. And then on legs, same thing. But on the opposite side, you're gonna make it dark. That. Then on the arm, you're gonna make it light, and on this side, you're gonna make it dark. And then for between the toes, you're gonna have a kind of orangey color. So it's gonna be kind of orangey, kind of yellow. So first you're gonna go over with a little bit of yellow, orange, not yellow. And then you're gonna cover your tracks with a little bit of yellow. And then you might wanna add some green, so add some green. I grabbed the wrong one. And for the rest of, like for this, you're gonna color over that with green, pale green, so that way you can't really tell you changed anything. But I just think it makes it look cooler. You can skip this part if you want, but if I were you, would I keep watching? Because it gets cooler. And so then you gotta color all along. I think I did that part already. Then we're gonna do the eye, which is gonna be kind of fade from red to orange. So the middle of his eye, you're gonna color it all red, but then you're gonna make it, and then you're gonna make the rest of it orange. It's kind of like a scary look on his face. And then we're going to do the entire body. So you're just gonna take your gray crayon or pencil, and you're just gonna color in your dinosaur's entire body. And if you want, for the head, you can mix some like blue in there, because I think it looks cool. So if you like put gray down and then fade it to the head, and then you make it dark on the underside of it, and then you shade everything a little bit of blue, I think it makes it look really, really, really cool. So then it looks like that, and I think that just looks cool. And then when you color in the neck, you want to kind of make this belly part a little gray for like the lighting. And then you're gonna color this arm real dark gray. But for this arm, you can make it lighter. So you can see like it's closer to you, and that one's farther away. And then for the sail, I usually like to do a light gray, a really, really light gray. And then I like to take and lightly shade it, and it makes it look kind of like maroony. And then we're gonna color in the toes real gray, but not black, because I feel like black would ruin this. Now we're gonna color in his spikes, so you might want to use the corner of your utensil to do this, because it's really, really skinny. I usually use a pencil for this, but I'm using crayon pencil thingies. They're called twistable crayon things. I don't really know how to describe it, but you can use whatever you want. You can completely skip the spikes if you want to leave them white, but I just like coloring mine in. And then the spikes end there, and then I forgot to color in these ones. And then I need to color in its mouth, so I've got this cool, oh wait, that doesn't work again. I've got this red, and I'm gonna color it very, 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 very lightly tongue. When I get closer to the inside of its mouth, I want to make it darker. Just slowly pushing harder. And then underneath here, push hard, and then color lightly. And there you have it, Spinosaurus from Camp Cretaceous. Bye.